Hey everyone, I'm Brock with PDQ. Welcome to our Patch Tuesday recap. This is the October 2024 edition, or what I like to call the spooky edition. Unfortunately, in my old age, spooky movies don't quite have the same impact as they used to. I remember watching Arachnophobia as a kid. My gosh, I never stopped checking under the toilet seat for spiders for years. Anyways, what gets my heart racing these days is unpatched endpoints, or it might be the Monster Energy drinks, one of those two. But anyways, let's get into the details because we're going to make sure that we are all patched up and secure this month. Total exploits patched this month, we've got 118. Critical patches, 3. Already known or exploited, 5. I mean, those are, kind of high-ish numbers, so not terrible, but not the best either. So let's look at some of the highlights. First up, we got CVE 2024 43468. This is going to be our highest rated vulnerability for the month. I believe this one is a 9.8. This vulnerability takes advantage of an exploit in Microsoft Configuration Manager. This would allow an attacker to execute remote commands on the impacted system. This one specifically targets Configuration Manager versions 2403, 2309, and 2303. So if you're using those versions, definitely get this updated. And this remediation actually involves a in-console update. So we've got a guide that Microsoft posted. We've got a link to it on our blog here. So definitely go and check that out. Next up, we've got CVE 2024 43582. Now, this is a vulnerability that would allow an attacker to gain elevated remote code execution. So again, similar to the previous one, but this one's impacting remote procedure calls or RPCs. To successfully exploit this one, they would just need to win a race condition, which while complex, we're seeing them become more and more successful, I feel like. So definitely not out of the realm of possibility for someone to take advantage of this. But while it's important to get this patched, it may be even more important if you're allowing RPC calls outside of your environment. You want to lower that attack vector as much as possible. So limiting those outside procedure calls would definitely help with that. So, all right, last one, CVE 2024 6197. Now, this isn't just Microsoft. This one is, in fact, impacting curls, and not the cool kind of curls with dumbbells, but this is the client URLs. Luckily, these things are just everywhere. Applications use them, scripts use them, and by luckily, I mean definitely unluckily. So this one, if you are using a curl that goes out and visits a malicious server or website and pulls that information in, that could lead to remote code execution on their part. Needless to say, this is a bad one. This impacts pretty much all versions of Windows because all versions of Windows have curl.exe installed on them by default. So get this one patched as soon as you possibly can. That's going to pretty much wrap it up. I mean, 118 CVEs, that's pretty scary stuff. But if you're like me, you've already automated the whole process, so you don't even think about it. If you haven't already, I've got a step-by-step guide for you on how you can set up your automation. Step 1, consume a few dozen pixie sticks. That one's optional, but I definitely recommend it. Step 2, download a free trial of PDQ Connect. And lastly, automate all the things, which we have tons of guides on. So that's going to wrap it up for this Patch Tuesday. If you got any questions, hit us up down in the comments down below. Till next time, take care.